As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here live from Johannesburg, South Africa. My name is Solomon Izang Eshams. I hope you're doing very well. I hope you had a wonderful day. I had a wonderful day. You know, my kids are on holiday, and I had to take time off this morning through afternoon to go and hiking with them. Winter is gradually easing out, so you could go hiking. You know, the place is warm and all that kind of stuff. But I hope you're doing well, and the blessings of God is upon you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're here for the very first time, thank you. Obrigado. Danke. Danke share. Sese. Please make sure you follow. Check out the lots of the videos that we have. There's quite a lot that we have accumulated. I'm sure you're going to find something that will bless you. And also, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple. Make sure you subscribe and like the videos. Please like the videos, guys. I haven't seen likes yet. And share the videos also. Thank you, everyone who is here. Thank you, Tato. Tato is here. Yes, you're here first. Brenda, thank you for joining us all the way from Germany. Fanta Sanko from Sierra Leone. Mary from Zambia. There's Alicia all the way from New York. Thank you so much. Tato is saying, I used to go to that church. Yes, and that's a church that we're going to be talking about. That is Christ Embassy. We know Christ Embassy. It's been around for maybe about 3 decades now, over 30 years. Headed by Chris Oyakilome, who was married to Anita Oyakilome, and they got divorced about 5-6 years ago, which was very brutal. And there's a lot of suspicion of immorality hanging around Pastor Chris Oyakilome, from sexual immorality to financial immorality to just a whole lot of, manufacturing miracles and all that kind of stuff. I don't trust Christ Embassy. I would not advise a friend to attend Christ Embassy. If you want the truth about my opinion regarding that, that's my truth. I would not. Christ Embassy was a great church, but I think somewhere along the way they missed the way, and that is what it is. In South Africa here, Christ Embassy grew in the mid 2000s to like 2010 and all that. But right now, Christ Embassy is just on a downhill in every way in South Africa. They've lost a whole lot of relevance. And their pastors, some of their pastors are just in one scandal after another scandal. So another scandal that I would say following Christ Embassy right now is Pastor Chris Oyakilome coming, and he fired his brother, his nephew. So his nephew, that technically means he's the son of either his sister or his brother, and they look very much alike. His name is Godstay Oyakilome, and he had quite a bit of responsibilities. This is him. You can see how much they look alike, from their nose to the mouth, the way they smile. Obviously he copied him with the afro. So his nephew has been in charge of Love World Innovation, Love World Next, which are arms of businesses for Love World, and he's been in charge for a while, and now he's been fired. People said he's been suspended, but if you listen to what he said closely, he fired him from his role because he was removed, meaning you're fired. I'm going to play you the audio clip now, the video rather, and then you decide. And then he suspended him from even representing Christ Embassy in any capacity. Now, people, that's what happens when you have family members all across. You put family members in key positions around a church or ministry. I know Christ Embassy. I know lots of family members that are put in strategic positions there. And I'm not saying family members shouldn't get involved, but we shouldn't put family members because we want to protect our interests. They have to have a desire to be there. They have to have a strong vision, not for you to just call them and pay them a whole lot of money because you're trying to keep everything within the family. So how did Pastor Chris fire his nephew, God's Day Oyakilome? This is how he fired him in this video.
Next and Love World Innovations, Daysman Oyakilome Wokire is hereby removed from being president of Love World Next and Love World Innovations, and also suspended from all official roles for acts of gross misconduct. Gross misconduct. So he no longer handles any of that, and I'm putting him under spiritual rehabilitation. He has to go through a spiritual rehabilitation program from now with immediate effect.
So you ask yourself, if this was somebody who wasn't a family member, if this Daysman, that's his name actually, I kept seeing God's Day or God's Man. His name is Daysman. If Daysman Oyakilome doesn't carry the Oyakilome name, would he be put under spiritual rehabilitation, or he would just be fired? Question to think about. And you heard him from the beginning. So Love World Next and Love World Innovations is a very key part of what Love World is, which is an umbrella body for our Christ Embassy. These are very key positions and very key outlets. And he put his nephew there. And why is he firing him? For acts of gross misconduct. What is it? What is all this? What is gross misconduct? He's not saying what gross misconduct is all about. I mean, there are rumors and there are rumors and word on the street is he affiliated himself with one of the political parties in Nigeria, APC. He was appointed by the presidential candidate of APC in Nigeria, Bola Tinubu. He appointed him as a youth global ambassador because Daysman Oyakilome is still young, very, very young. He's Pastor Chris's nephew, so you can understand that. But let's watch the video again and let me know what you think about it.
President of Love World Next and Love World Innovations, Daysman Oyakilome Wokire is hereby removed from being president of Love World Next and Love World Innovations, and also suspended from all official roles for acts of gross misconduct. Gross misconduct. So he no longer handles any of that, and I'm putting him under spiritual rehabilitation. He has to go through a spiritual rehabilitation program from now with immediate effect.
With immediate effect. Spiritual rehabilitation. So just maybe he's going to make a comeback later, isn't it? Because it's family. So how do you fire family? Totally, to get rid of them, probably going to bring him back and put him in some other position and all that. He's going to beg him, and his family is going to beg him and all that. I mean, he's a son to his sister, to his brother, his nephew. They're the ones that hopefully would take over this business called Christ Embassy in the future. So how do you fire him? And how do you, if the rumors are true that he was fired, the gross misconduct, acts of gross misconduct meant he affiliated himself with a political party. How do you fire someone for affiliating himself with a political party? You're actually encroaching into his rights. Is it part of the company or business or ministry or church policy that you should not associate yourself with a political party? And I don't think that's right. Remember, he also has other positions within the church, represents the church in so many different ways. That's where he was suspended. So I saw a lot of headlines saying he's been suspended, but he wasn't just suspended, he was removed, fired. So we need to understand the language that was used there. You know, that's the problem with family businesses, because this is clearly a family business. Christ Embassy, that is. Again, I show you, this is them. You can see them. This is Nephew. You see how much they look alike. I mean, you can mistaken him for his son. You can mistaken him for his son. Unfortunately, Pastor Chris, not really unfortunately, but fortunately or unfortunately, Pastor Chris doesn't have a son. He has just daughters, 2 daughters. Maybe he's going to get a grandson. Mary says, this den of thieves people ought to come out, who is hardening the hearts of the people congregating there. Cindy says he has no right to stop him from politics. Cindy actually brought some clarity here. He is the son of his sister, Evangelist Kati. So, this man, Oyakilome, who is a nephew to Pastor Chris Oyakilome, is the son of his sister. So, he's the son of Pastor Chris's sister. That's why when you move close to a lot of these so-called big ministries, they have a lot of family members positioned here and there and here and there. And now they want to dictate to family members how to even conduct their lives outside of church. It's sad, isn't it? Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Please subscribe and like this video. Shalom.